The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. So the Nets starting five. Durant plays the four with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two spot. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the three. Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Allen's got the first points up on the board here for the Nets.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And it's plucked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And here's Lowry. Outside Lowry. Right wing. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. And a wide open look for Siakam. Drills the three-pointer.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
The pass to LeVert. Intercepted. One-on-one fast break. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
To the inside, Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Here's Lowry. VanVleet outside. Anunoby finds VanVleet. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Off target from outside. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Throws it up high. The shot will not fall. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Wound up there for Allen. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here's Anunoby. VanVleet wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, because of his high basketball IQ, Fred VanVleet understands catch and shoot. I'm shot ready. Jumper in.
Here's LeVert. Trailing by 2. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. VanVleet heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. VanVleet's got 5.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
KD on the wing. Covered by Siakam. And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. Lowry against Irving. Allen with the rebound.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Dinwiddie finds LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD passes to Allen. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 8 points for him. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. VanVleet outside. to the left side wing. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. LeVert against Anunoby. Got a piece of it. Now the Raptors moving it up. Pass to VanVleet. Back to Siakam. Now Ibaka. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thought.
It was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Marc Gasol is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Harris kicks to Prince. Poked away. Boucher with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Pass to Luau. Hits Prince on the wing. Knocked away. Powell with the steal. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Jordan. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Inside. Out to the right wing. Luau, the pass to Prince. Left side, Harris. Passes it to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Off on the layup. Raptors leading by 6. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Back to Powell. Davis has the open look. Off target with his 3. Nets trail by 4. Out to Harris. To the paint. Here's Luau. Rebound by the Raptors.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Now here is Davis. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Gasol finds Davis. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. Guarded by Harris. Gasol, no good.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
A nice shot by Jordan.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now here's Davis. Powell, no one around him. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto. Here's Harris. Pass to Prince. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Nets trail by 10. LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. It's stolen by Lowry. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Trying to find Anunoby. Gets it to him.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Now the pass to KD. Dishes to Allen. Outside for Durant. From downtown with his first shot attempt. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Allen.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Caris LeVert is hitting wide-open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 5. Lets the 3 fly. Allen with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. LeVert the pass to Allen. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Allen's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Lowry with the ball. Pass to Ibaka. Van Vliet outside. That 3 off the mark. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. And Kyle Lowry, one of the great do-it-all guards. And that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. That's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Now, here's Siakam. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Irving with the steal. Allen with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Durant. That shot no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. That one goes. Count it. Anunoby's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
It's stolen by Lowry. One-on-one here. Floats it up there for Siakam. An emphatic LU jam.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Now, here's Lowry. He has 5. Left side, Ibaka. Anunoby has the open look. Off target from three-point range. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Back to Irving. Looking for LeVert. He gets it there. Allen outside. And slam dunk by Allen.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Van Vliet looking around. Fires for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Nets trail by 12. Pass to Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Allen. Back to Dinwiddie. Allen inside, covered by Van Vliet. That's good from Allen on the assist by Irving.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Van Vliet. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group, and a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Caris LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Kyrie Irving.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Good on both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Raptors. They're leading by 8. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Davis. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. They get it again. Poke loose. Here's Boucher. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
Davis, the pass to Powell. Down low. There's Hollis Jefferson, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Raptors out in front. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Brooklyn with it. 6-point game. They've got Marc Gasol. There's Boucher out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Davis in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The pass to Powell. Gasol kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Powell. It's Powell on the wing. From the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Raptors shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Left side, Jordan. Back to Prince to tie it up. And it's all evened up.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside Gasol. Powell down low. Harris is there. Powell, that's good.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
And here's Harris from the arc. Boucher with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Nets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. The dish to Jordan. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA. And Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Karis LeVert comes in for Joe Harris.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
The drive by Lowry. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Lowry finds Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Van Vliet, right side. Count the basket.
Well, if you think about Fred VanVleet's handle and his ability to operate at different speeds, you understand how effective he can be on the drive.
We throw good, Van Vliet.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Allen. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And finished off by Siakam.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Now, here is Irving. Dinwiddie outside. It's LeVert on the wing. Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. 5 on the clock. Back to Dinwiddie. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. Allen's shot is off. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Siakam. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Pascal Siakam, the efficiency, the willingness to go ahead and pile up some points. Nicely done here.
Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. At one point, they led by 16.
Toughness being shown right there by Kyle Lowry. There's no doubt he is this team's bull. He will finish and head to the line.
And Kyle Lowry no good on that one. Nets trail by 8. Here's Dinwiddie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got 6 here in this quarter.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game.
Here's Allen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Irving. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
And it's the Raptors' ball. They lead by 7. Pass to Van Vliet. Siakam, right side. And Ibaka slams it in.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. LeVert, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
How about that authority from Mr. Karis LeVert? Go ahead, sir.
Passes it to Lowry. Tipped away. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that is a cold-blooded dagger. Mr. LeVert, welcome to it.
And here's Lowry. Here's Anunoby. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah,
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and before.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nets, deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Lopez passes to Matthews. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good with the triple. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Now here's Matthews. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the dunk by Lopez.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
No good from Irving. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
And here we go, the fast break with Dinwiddie. Over Middleton. And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Here's Milwaukee now. Antetokounmpo up top, covered by Irving.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here is Bledsoe. Jared Allen making his last shot. Here's Antetokounmpo, and no good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Dinwiddie passes to Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. With the teardrop, chalk up 2 there.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Irving passes to Allen. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Irving finds KD beyond the arc. No good there. Good D by Bledsoe.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now here's Matthews. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Irving with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. KD passes to LeVert and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. Drills it from outside.
Wes Matthews is a lethal perimeter scorer and knows how to get himself free, and he's got great range on that shot.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Allen. Good D by Lopez.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Middleton, and it goes down 2 points.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
Lopez with the steal. Here's Giannis. Rebounded by the Nets. It's tipped. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lopez. Yep, that one goes. Lopez has got his second bucket.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Bledsoe against Irving. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Hill penetrating. And that one, good.
I think that's why Hill's teammates really like him. I mean, he gets to the hoop rapidly and really does it in a simple-looking fashion.
Here's Harris. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
I know if I put the work in, maybe 10 years from now I can be the
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then there's Harris, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Llewellyn. Out to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds to Jordan.
And, you know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as it used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. Williams passes to Lopez. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Prince, the pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's Luwawu. Prince in the corner. Dishes it to Jordan. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Dinwiddie. And the Nets miss again. Milwaukee leading by 3. Hill passes to Williams. He dishes it to Lopez. Back to Williams. Pulls up on the wing. Jordan with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. The kick out to Williams. Oh, good on the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Luwawu goes back up. Prince misses. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Williams. Lopez inside, guarded by Jordan. Corver. That shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And it's Prince penetrating. Count that one. Prince has got 4 this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
DiVincenzo kicks to Corver. To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. KD's checked in for Luwawu. The Nets on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents when it comes to left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
For 3, Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket good. Giannis has got 8.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball.
Oh, man. Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage, but it never. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Allen's shot is off. Milwaukee in the lead. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got his first points in this one.
Boy, Caris LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And here's Bledsoe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And it's sent back by Allen. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And the Nets lead by 2.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Allen dishes to Durant. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Matthews, and Durant sends it back.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Durant with the steal. Pushing it up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
George Hill's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And the Bucks with possession here. 7-point differential. DiVincenzo passes to Hill. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
They retain possession. Here's Williams. Here's Lopez over Allen and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. It's on Jared Allen. The Bucks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Williams. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And guys, Caris LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg. And it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Harris. For the finish, and slam dunk by Harris.
You cannot afford to be careless around Harris. He's very capable of swiping the ball away if you are.
Bucks trail by 13. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. Ilyasova can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. And it's Prince penetrating. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
a super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here's Dinwiddie, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Both shots good from the stripe. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Bledsoe, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. And it's Jordan in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
And the key for Bledsoe, like it is for most players, is staying motivated and engaged. I mean, he's a big player for this team, an important player for this team.
Irving dishes to Allen. Over Lopez. And the shot is long.
Well, I think he shouldn't have forced that one. Instead, he should have passed it off.
Good D by Lopez.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Durant for 3. Matthews with the rebound. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Irving. Stolen by LeVert. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's got the ball, and KD throws it down.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Lopez left side. Middleton outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And yes, it's good. And the Nets lead by 12. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
It's Durant on the wing. Here's LeVert. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Now Bledsoe. To the middle. In the corner, Middleton with it. 4 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
There's a check in for the Nets. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And the pass to Dinwiddie. Now the dish to Allen. It's deflected, but they recover it. And on the way from Irving for three. Offensive rebound, Nets. Pass to Allen. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo against Dinwiddie. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Here's Allen. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Bledsoe. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, Bledsoe is so athletic and plays with such great energy. It's hard to defend him sometimes without fouling.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's Durant on the wing. Defended by Middleton. Allen's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
It's good. And the Nets lead by 11.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
It's the first that brings them to within 10. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Second chance shot. Rebound by Williams.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And here's Ilyasova outside. Pass to Williams. Over Jordan. Williams' shot is off. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. with a singular focus as they got off the team bus. Looking to lock down and with tip-off coming up, we've got just...
Kevin, thanks. 2019's most improved player, Pascal Siakam, went from an
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bucks, Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. From 13, a new 14 for the Raptors.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Lopez, no luck.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And Giannis throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And that one, good.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Bledsoe against Lowry. To the paint. Here's Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Hangs, and it's Lopez laying it in.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Lowry passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Giannis drives in. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Gasol off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, we're just saying that because it's true.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Gasol covering. A solo fast break.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And there's the pass to Connaughton. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Connaughton passes to Giannis. Gasol with the defensive effort. Toronto leading by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Davis. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Connaughton passes to Giannis, and he converts the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. A different look for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Williams comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And the Raptors miss again. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Hill. Here's DiVincenzo. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Raptors. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
George Hill out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Marvin Williams. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Korver in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. On the wing, Korver, covered by Hollis Jefferson. And again, Toronto running the court in transition. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Korver against Powell. Here's Williams. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Boucher passes to Davis. Now here's Powell. From deep. No good that time. The Bucks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Left block shot on the way. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Hill deciding where to go with it. And he banks in the layup. Hill's got his first 2 points.
Okay, George Hill. Elusive off the bounce. Makes it look so easy.
Davis kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Davis from outside the arc. Rebounded by Korver.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Williams finds Lopez. Outside Hill. The shot comes out, and Toronto will go the other way with it.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Bucks trail by 7. Now Hill. Inside. Gasol with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Williams. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Wesley Matthews checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill.
Defensively, you can't let Siakam get all the way to the rim. That's automatic.
Here's Bledsoe, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Matthews against Van Vliet. And good that time. Van Vliet's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Raptors.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Anunoby, and he lays it straight in. Anunoby's got 6 points.
This is what you want to do with the young guns. Get them out in transition. Anunoby can run all day.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Now running, there comes Lowry, pushing the ball up, and finished off by Siakam.
The innate ability of Siakam to see the play forming and gets where the team needs him.
Bledsoe against Lowry. To the paint. Here's Lopez, and it's plucked by Ibaka. But he recovers it. 5 to shoot. Tries again.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Count that bucket. And the Raptors lead by 15.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And that concludes the first half. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They just And that does it for our halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. 15-point game. Matthews against Van Vliet. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
3-pointer, Lowry. Not going to go that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Giannis has got 13 points.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Van Vliet against Matthews. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ibaka against Bledsoe. The kick out to Matthews. Back to Bledsoe. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Finished off the break. Van Vliet's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
OG's a tricky cover. Has strength, has quickness, and just still learning the game. OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Into the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hands, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Marc Gasol does so many things. One of my favorite attributes, toughness and grit he brings to this team.
Passes it to Williams. Gasol with the steal. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Powell, no one around him, nailed from three-point land. Powell's got 5 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Ilyasova finds Williams. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for Williams. And Middleton subbed in for Hill. The Raptors also with a sub. Van Vliet's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Siakam against Ilyasova. Siakam misses. Bucks trail by 21. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot from the low post is good.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Gasol trying to free himself up. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
DiVincenzo kicks to Ilyasova. Pass to Connaughton, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the guard position. And Giannis throws it down.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Bucks trail by 19. Middleton dishes to Lopez. He doesn't hit that one. Ibaka with some nice D. Van Vliet wide open. Siakam on the follow.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
Here's Giannis. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The putback. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Lopez finds Bledsoe. Here's Giannis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Outside Lowry. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit the step back jump shot.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto. Bucks trail by 16. Giannis drives in. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kicks, you're right. A finish, got a hand on it. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
There's the feed to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Count it.
That's a grown man's basket right there by Kyle Lowry. He is so good at getting dirty down inside.
Bledsoe against Lowry. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First one falls for him. Marc Gasol's checked in for Serge Ibaka. 2 shots. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Middleton drives in. That one falls. Middleton's got his first points of the game.
How about the determination from Middleton there? He was not going to let the D win that possession.
Lowry against Bledsoe. And finished off by Gasol.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Antetokounmpo against Siakam. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Raptors.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Matthews gets it to go. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Van Vliet passes to Lowry. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Lowry looking around. Over Bledsoe. The shot by Lowry, no good. Got a piece of it. Gasol passes to Siakam. Matthews with the steal. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll
the NBA.
And don't let the high fashion fool you. These book. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And looking at the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Irving. Pass to Allen. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
A nice shot by KD. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Lowry's shot is good.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Irving attacking, and the shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Anunoby, following the basket by Kyrie Irving, out to the right wing. Van Vliet finds Lowry. Siakam left side. Now, here's Anunoby. Dinwiddie covering. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. And it's good for 2. Dinwiddie's got his second basket.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Anunoby has the open look. Raptors get it back. And stolen by Irving. Durant with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And the shot goes in.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. And contact on the shot, so he'll be. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
Lowry can't get it to go.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Here's KD. Wow.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Ibaka finds Anunoby. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Lowry has the open look. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Lowry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors. Here's Irving. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Irving's got 6 points.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Now here is Lowry. 6 points for him. Siakam passes to Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. No good from outside. Nets leading by 9. Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Nets. Here's Dinwiddie. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Up again. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. And here are the Nets. They're on a 17-7 run. Offensive rebound. LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Durant, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Pass to Ibaka. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Down low. Goes up again. No good that time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. It's Boucher out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Davis at the point guard position. Shots good by Boucher.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis-Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Prince dishes to Irving. Count it, good. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Davis kicks to Powell. From past the arc. They grab their own miss. Boucher passes to Gasol. That's tipped.
Taurean Prince has the kind of length and speed to close the gap and send it back. What a block.
He lobs it up, and it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Some of that is about the chemistry that Rondé Hollis-Jefferson has with his teammates, right? It's infectious when you share the basketball.
It's deflected, and he gets it back.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Irving following the basket by Marc Gasol. Powell against Jordan. Powell the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
For three, Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing. And it's the Raptors ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
The first free throw is good.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Here's on an open. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Pass to Lowry. Takes it from 10. That's good on the jump shot. Lowry's got 10.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
On the wing, Irving. Now recovering. KD drives in. Misses from close range. Raptors trail by 5. Van Vliet wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 11 points. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Allen's checked in for the Nets. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Now here's Durant. 11 points in the game. The pass to LeVert. Now Allen. While recovering. LeVert inside the line. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
And stolen by Siakam. Allen against Ibaka. Here's Lowry. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the 7th. To the middle. Here's Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
Lowry for 3. A rebound by the Nets.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Allen finds LeVert. 4 seconds left. Durant, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets out in front. They're up by 3. And now let's catch it.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 11 points and 1 rebound. And that does it for our half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Here's Irving. He feeds it to Dinwiddie. Looking for Allen. He gets it there.
I love the edge with which Serge Ibaka plays defense. He covers a ton of ground.
Anunoby against KD. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Lowry. But they'll get another chance. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Dinwiddie attacking. KD can't get it to go.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
KD against Lowry. To the left wing. Releases. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Shots good by Durant.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Siakam with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rebound, Brooklyn. Dinwiddie's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Caris LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And Gasol slams it in.
How about the hustle from Marc Gasol, just working the glass to perfection.
Brooklyn leading by 6. Harris, right side. Kicks it to Allen. Back to Harris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. And the Raptors also making a change. Chris Boucher's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Pass to Powell. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Gasol. Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. And here is Davis. And the 3 off target. 1:57 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And Davis pulls it down. Raptors trail by 6. Fast break Toronto. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Wow, what a find. Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the league.
Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. And he gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 6.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Count that one.
Well, not much you can do there defensively. Marc Gasol, just too much size to stop from that range.
Great communication on the alley-oop. Wow, just a 2-point Nets lead.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Irving. Drains the 19-footer. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You've got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Jordan with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Prince kicks to Irving. 32 seconds left in the 3rd. Prince, the pass to Irving. Gasol with the steal.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Harris dishes to Irving. Back to Harris. And here again, the Raptors in transition. Up the court they go.
Well, how about the improved passing of Mr. Hollis Jefferson? Using his size, he's right over the defense. Pretty.
And Irving launches it from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Brooklyn. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. Now, Dinwiddie. Harris finds KD.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. They lead by one and finished off by KD.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors.
I think Kevin Durant, it's obvious how much passion and pride he takes in playing the game at the highest level. It is such an honor watching this guy work.
Van Vliet left side. Here's Ibaka. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Durant finds LeVert. Good on the bucket. KD's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Raptors trail by 4. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Siakam outside. Lowry for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Here now is Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD looking around. No good. Good work defensively by Ibaka. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Van Vliet. For Brooklyn, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Dinwiddie passes to KD. Over Siakam. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Dinwiddie. Durant's got 28 points for the game.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. KD's shot is good.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Allen up top, defended by Ibaka. Allen's shot is off. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Lowry. Lays it up off the glass.
We've come to expect Kyle Lowry to deliver in the game's most important moments, and he does it again.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Allen dishes to Irving. Here's Durant.
Well, there's tremendous defensive versatility with Pascal Siakam. He's got reach, he's got length, he's got timing, and he's got quickness.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
On the wing, Irving. Now recovering. Left side, Irving. Over Lowry. They get it again. Allen. Good D by Siakam. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. To tie it up. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. Siakam's got his first bucket of the night. The Nets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Irving gets to Allen. Misses from short range. And the Raptors with the ball. All going up court. And Siakam throws it down.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Allen, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor. You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment, and does.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Now they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lowry passes to Anunoby. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Misses the three. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. KD leading the charge. Here's Lowry. Pass to Siakam. For three, Van Vliet. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon. DH.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now, Antetokounmpo. Over Allen. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Here's Dinwiddie. Comes up empty down low. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Bledsoe. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Matthews with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. And it's sent back by Irving. Fast break, here we go. Here's Durant. No good that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
The drive by Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jared Allen.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And it's Irving missing. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Hill comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. The shot's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hill against Irving. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And stolen by Jordan. Now, here is Irving. Over Hill. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Here's Giannis. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Irving passes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And that one drops for him. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A nice shot by Irving.
A solid passer
at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Great D that time from Jordan. Nets trail by 3. And it's sent back by Lopez. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Hill. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
And stolen by Harris. It's stolen by Hill. Middleton outside. To the inside. Lopez. And Jordan sends it back. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And recently on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Hill. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. Nets trail by 5. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
I like the confidence and how much assurance DeAndre Jordan has on his drives here, knowing that no one's going to stop him, especially once he takes flight.
Hill finds Korver. Bucks passing it around. And they double up Giannis. Passes to Ilyasova. The rebound by Prince.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Williams comes in for Ilyasova. Wesley Matthews checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. Then for the Nets, Allen comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in for Prince. Williams kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Matthews gets it to go.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. A as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
Improving so much since his rookie season. I can't wait to see the next step LeVert makes in his career.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Over in the corner, Matthews. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. 6-point game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. KD on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Yeah, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And, Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop, and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe's got 6.
Well, efficiency there from Eric Bledsoe. Good at knowing when he should look to score.
Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. LeVert the pass to Durant. Stolen by Bledsoe. The pass to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Drains it from beyond the arc. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Williams. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Torian Prince comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's KD. Oh,
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Lopez gets to Middleton. Hill passes to Ilyasova. They get it back. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach out. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead of both. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bledsoe against Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Dinwiddie against Giannis. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
And the rejection by Giannis. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Irving can't hit.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. He's doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And they get it. Here's Allen. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for Karis LeVert. Antetokounmpo up top. He's covered by Irving and stolen by Prince. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Feeds it to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
Bledsoe against Irving. Giannis inside. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Harris dishes to Dinwiddie. A second chance effort. Allen's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Matthews passes to Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by Allen. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And a change for the Nets. Jordan's checked in. Prince with it. Outguarded by Giannis. DiVincenzo against Jordan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jordan's got 10.
Look how focused DeAndre Jordan is on those finishes through the contact.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Allen finds Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Hill, no good. Nets trail by 6. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Hill.
Well, the D cannot handle DJ right now. A gigantic guy on the inside who's going to get those calls most of the time.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Giannis. 21 points in the game. 9 feet out. Jump shot is good that time. Antetokounmpo's got 23 points.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Irving. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Hill. Outside Korver. Just 3 on the clock. And too long on the shot. And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Ilyasova out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Hill in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Hill inside. Guarded by KD. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 6.
A guy that doesn't give up on the glass. Lopez, a real force at rebounding the ball.
Harris passes to Jordan. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 16 points for DeAndre Jordan.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And the basket by Hill.
The long strides of George Hill helping him gain some ground to take advantage of, and slices to the rim and scores.
Nets trail by 6. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Hill dishes to Lopez. From deep, Ilyasova hits it from 3-point range. Ilyasova's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Prince kicks to Irving. KD against Ilyasova. Harris passes to KD. 5 on the clock. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, elite scoring ability of Kevin Durant. When he's in a groove like this, every opportunity when he has the ball feels like a good one.
In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Jordan, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Hill looking around, and stolen by Jordan. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Irving passes to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
About the charisma of KD that time. Teammates loving what he's bringing to the table here tonight.
And he makes the first. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Jordan. Karis LeVert comes in for Taurean Prince. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Joe Harris. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
Here's Bledsoe. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The leadership grows as Eric Bledsoe knocks down huge shots like that.
Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie outside. Stolen by Bledsoe. Fast break, Milwaukee. Bledsoe's got the ball. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Can't lose sight of Bledsoe out there in a blur. And he's so good in transition.
Nets trail by 3. Down low. In the corner, Irving with it. Stolen by Middleton. Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Irving. From 10 feet out. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 3. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. Durant hits them both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Milwaukee leading by 3. And Bledsoe, here we go. Banked in off the glass. Bledsoe's got 8 here in the quarter.
Eric Bledsoe says pressure. What pressure? Take that.
Outside for KD. Looking for Allen and gets it there. The rebound by Middleton.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Matthews. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And they pick up 2.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
It's good on the putback.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here is Bledsoe.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Eric Bledsoe bounced around a little bit in the early part of his career under the tutelage of Chris Paul when he first came into the league. Seems like he's found a home here and very much settling into his role.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 3. Just 2 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Lowry. And Ibaka slams it in.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Here is Bledsoe. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here's Lowry. Following the basket by Brook Lopez. From deep. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Bucks now. Bledsoe dishes to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Back to Ibaka. Anunoby against Middleton. Shot clock at 3. And so just over a minute and a half played.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
There's VanVleet following the basket by Giannis. VanVleet with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. The 17-footer. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Middleton against Siakam. And that one's drained from the low block.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here's Giannis after the Raptors pick up 2. And he gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Boucher passes to Gasol. Easy jumper from very short distance.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Hill inside. Davis is there. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Gasol. Passes it to Boucher. Back to Gasol. Over Ilyasova. No good from Gasol. The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Hill. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Man, it's nice to see Hill get busy down inside. Really quite remarkable how he finds ways to score in the thick of things.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? Now with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez, and it's Korver in for George Hill. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Davis kicks to Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Marvin Williams.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Powell against DiVincenzo to the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Ilyasova. Makes it off the glass.
You know, even with the contact, Ilyasova knocks it down. The longtime vet has seen a lot in his day, unfazed there.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally, I just want to get better. I want the team to get better. I want me to get better.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for the Bucks. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Kyle Korver is out there with Williams. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. The pass to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. No good from Connaughton. Raptors trail by 6. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Lowry in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton.
Boy, good pass there from Williams. Not known for his passing, but I think he's got to keep hitting his guys with these kinds of passes.
Powell inside. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Ibaka, and that's off the glass and in. Ibaka's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's Middleton. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to
Hill.
Kobe going to the Lakers. McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. He's off on that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Powell.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Middleton. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. 4-point game. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Anunoby, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Terrence Davis. Hill against VanVleet. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he comes up with the deuce. Giannis has got 8.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
VanVleet against Hill. VanVleet left side. Siakam outside. Just 5 on the clock. Hill against VanVleet. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Giannis outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Kyle Lowry. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis-Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Hill looking it over. Back to Bledsoe. Outside Matthews. Over Gasol. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Stolen by VanVleet. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And so VanVleet nails both of them. Pass to Lowry for the lead. Rebound, Milwaukee. Matthews up top, covered by Siakam. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator. Moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility. Just finds ways to knife inside the lane and finish through contact. Really impressive.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Raptors are gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Tries from 10. Bledsoe finds Giannis. And the basket is good.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Powell, he's jacked in for Siakam. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Ibaka, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ibaka's got 8 points.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Stolen. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Antetokounmpo against Anunoby. Giannis passes to Ilyasova, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. He has 6.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Back to Powell. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Raptors trail by 5. Gasol passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
To the right side. Powell with the steal. Davis with it. He's picked up by Hill. There's Hollis Jefferson. And Ibaka kicks to Powell. Feeds it to Gasol. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the dunk by Powell.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Giannis passes to Connaughton. The kick out to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Fast break Toronto. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jumps up, and the dunk by Giannis.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
It's Davis on the wing. Inside, Ibaka. Great D that time from Giannis.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Connaughton kicks to Ilyasova. On the wing, Korver. To the paint. The kick out to Ilyasova. Missed.
And speed and effort level, two things that make Ibaka an outstanding defender.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Inside, it's the Lopez twins, Robin and Brooke. Bledsoe is out there with Hill. And it's Matthews in at the small forward. Down low. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Raptors trail by 3. Powell in the high post. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
You got to push Bledsoe away from the paint. Keep him on the perimeter. If you don't, this is what happens.
Powell, no one around him. It's good. This game is all even.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Milwaukee. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Bledsoe against Davis. Here's Gasol. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Here's Middleton. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Siakam's shot is off. Bucks leading by 4. And Bledsoe, here we go. Williams kicks to Lopez. He dishes it to Matthews. It's tipped. Bledsoe outside. Matthews passes to Lopez. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Chris Boucher's checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Davis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Fast break, Toronto. Lowry passes to Siakam. Back to Lowry. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
Here's Giannis. It's good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Kicks it out to VanVleet. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. It counts.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
And Milwaukee has possession. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. Look out now. Ibaka has caught fire.
And stolen by Siakam. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Lowry against Bledsoe. VanVleet kicks to Siakam. Here's Lowry. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock, but they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's DiVincenzo. It's in!
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they... All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and